You are where you are in life right now because of the things that you've thought, the things that you've done, and the things that you believe. Now, I know this may be hard to accept because that means that you have to take responsibility for where you are in life right now. But I think it's a very important thing to do. I know for myself, when I did that, that's when my life started changing a bit more. Instead of playing the blame game, oh, it was this thing's fault, it was that thing, it was out of my control. I'm a victim, the victim card. And instead of taking back the power and saying, no, I created this myself. I did this to myself. And once you do that, you start to realize that, hey, well, you got yourself here. You can get yourself to someplace else you want to be, right? It's not that you're stuck there. It's not that this is to make yourself feel bad. It's to realize that you're not a victim. You can create your own reality. And it has to do with the things that you do, the things that you think, and the things that you believe. So we'll talk a little bit why this is the case. So we know through quantum physics that everything is made up of energy. That means even your thoughts, even me, even this phone screen, even these trees behind me, this electrical wire above my head, all these things are made up of energy. Before quantum physics, we knew they were made up of atoms, then electrons, protons, neutrons. But now with quantum physics, we know below that are the quantum particles, which are just energy vortexes. And why this is actually really important, and why this actually changes everything, is because if everything is made up of energy, that means your thoughts, your beliefs, the things happening within your mind is also energy. Because actually when they want to read your brain function, they put an EEG cap on top of your head, right? And that actually reads the electrical impulses from your head because it's energy. When you're thinking, you're actually creating, your brain is working, you're creating that energy within your brain, which is really cool. And it kind of just shows that, hey, we're actually creating something. It's just as real. Your thought, your belief is just as real as me or you right now in this living spot. And quantum physics has kind of done that, where it's kind of merged the worlds and changed everything that we've known and thrown is on its head, upside down. Right, another area that's changed our world is within cell biology. There was a cell biologist named Dr. Bruce Lipton. A great man. He actually pioneered a whole new field of study called epigenetics. And epigenetics is the mix of cell biology and quantum physics, essentially, to look at the study of how genes are affected without being physically altered, right? How can genes be manipulated or changed just based on maybe the environment or the thoughts around it or the beliefs around it? And what Dr. Bruce Lipton started to figure out was that based on, he took these muscles, these basic cells, I can't remember, maybe they were stem cells or something, and he put them in different environments. And based on which environment you put the stem cells, they would grow into different things, because our cells are actually reading the environment around us and taking in the energy and learning from it. But then they also found out that actually the thoughts and beliefs, even further, are being read by our cells. So every time you think something, every time you believe, your beliefs, those things are actually being impacted, or actually impacting your cells. So how could this impact your cells? It could impact your cells in a couple different ways. You could actually turn on or off genes. Let's say you have a cancer gene, or you have some other kind of gene, right? Who knows? High blood pressure, heart attack, whatever it might be. Those things maybe are within you. Well, you're actually not stuck with them. You can turn them on or off based on your environment, based off your beliefs, based off your thoughts. And these things, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your environment, for the most part, you have control over, especially your thoughts and your beliefs. You can actually address those things. If you feel like you don't have control over these things, then you need to do some research on how your mind works. Because if you feel like you don't have control over them because negative thoughts keep appearing no matter how much you try to stop them, well, you realize that that's just how this part of your mind works, and that the way that you're trying to change it and stop it is just not how your mind is going to be able to be reprogrammed. right? You need to take different steps to reprogram this part of your mind. And it's kind of like hitting your head against a brick wall. I've been there, right? So instead, it's about changing your thoughts and beliefs, and taking action and looking inwards on yourself. Now, this part's not always easy, right? Actually, this is probably one of the more difficult parts is to actually sit with yourself, look inwards at yourself, look at yourself from a third person point of view, and ask yourself, why am I here? What things am I believing? What things am I thinking? What things am I doing that has brought me to this life? Once you start to ask yourself these questions and be honest with yourself, you start to realize that you did have some beliefs that got you here. Maybe you're in a paycheck to paycheck situation, and you have a firm belief that money is the root of all evil, rich people are greedy, money's hard to get, you have to work really hard for money, money doesn't grow on trees, right? All these beliefs, limiting beliefs about money and how hard it is to get, and the fact that, you don't have money and you don't want money. Even if you had money, with that belief that money is evil, that money is the root of all evil and rich people are greedy, if you had money, you'd be more inclined to be evil. You'd be more inclined to be greedy because you have those things and you don't want those things. So your subconscious mind is going to help you get away from them, right? And so that's how your thoughts and your beliefs can start to impact your life. And this can happen with many different things, not just money, right? It could happen with food or anything like that. So it is something to think about. I'll leave you again here just with the same question I asked at the beginning. It's not the question. You are where you are in life right now because of the things that you've done, the things that you've said, and the things that you believe. If you want to change where you are right now, you need to change what you're doing, you need to change your thoughts, you need to change your beliefs. And it can happen. I done that in my own life. It was a progress. It wasn't about perfection. It's about moving forward every single day, just becoming a better version of yourself every single day. You don't have to address everything at once. Just address it one step at a time. And now I help other gamers do the same exact thing, right? If you like this video, make sure you guys give it a like. Give me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And make sure you guys shoot me a follow if you're not following already. Thank you guys. Have a good day.